Good evening, good evening, good good evening. Ooh, excuse me, hold on. I know y'all like, where have I been? There is something out there. It is not COVID. It is not the flu. But baby, when I tell you, I have been in the bed since Tuesday. Tuesday night, it was a wrap. I didn't have a voice for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I just got my little mojo up to be able to, get out the bed, sit up. I went to the ER yesterday, got a shot of something. It's not COVID. It's not the flu. It's something viral. But baby, when I tell you it is a doozy, it is a doozy. So I had to go dust some makeup on just to get myself back because, baby, I was looking like death and destruction. So I know you're like, girl, are you still here? Girl, I'm still here. But something was trying to take me out, okay? But I'm back. I'm not 100%, but I can sit up and I can talk and I got a voice. I done canceled so many consultations, so I apologize. I know I'm be crazy busy next week, but I literally didn't even have a voice, okay? So, I don't even know where I stopped at. I know we went over the Beyonce grant. Let me pull up my grant bundle. I know we went over the Beyonce grant, and I know we did some business structure. Well, I'm looking for this next grant. You can, if you have any questions, you can put them in the chat. Because I know you're like, girl, are you still alive? Baby, I didn't know if I was going to make that one. It was tough. Okay, so for the month of February, we are going to end with these grants. So for women-owned businesses, we have several $10,000 grants for women-owned business. We have the Black Girls Ventures in TikTok. They have a $10,000 grant. We have the We Stand for Her with Barefoot, the Barefoot Wine. They have a $10,000 grant for women-owned businesses that will be ending this month. And then for our small businesses, hold on, let me go to February. For our small businesses, we have the ARPA $10,000 small business grant. So let's kind of go over what we need to make our grant application stand out. So of course we need our LLC EIN business bank account. But for us to stand out, we need to, one, have a branded email address. We don't want to be applying with a Gmail, with a Hotmail, with a Yahoo. Those are all considered personal email addresses. We want our business to stand out. We want people to take our business seriously. When you have those personal email addresses, it's like a bonnet on your business. Your business just does not look professional. It just looks like you're just throwing something together. So we don't want that, okay? So if you don't have a branded email address is going to end in yourbusinessname.com. So info@walmart.com, customer service at walmart.com, joy@walmart.com. Anything Hotmail, Outlook, iCloud, me.com, Gmail, none of that is going to be a business email address, okay? I am doing a free masterclass tomorrow, Sunday at 7 p.m. If you're on my Instagram page, just type in bank in the comments and a link will be sent to you. If you're on my TikTok page, click the first link in my bio to register, and you'll be able, I'm going to walk you through step by step how to get a branded email address in my free masterclass tomorrow. So you want to first have a branded email address. Second, we want to have a website or a landing page. So when the grant reviewer is Googling your business, things need to pop up. A website or a landing page. A website will be, a 3, 4, 5 page website. It'll have your logo. It'll show what you're selling. Your business website. If we don't quite have a business website, if we are maybe on a budget, they have some cost-friendly ways of getting a website. Will be either going to Fiverr, Fiverr.com. Fiverr can kind of give you a nice little basic website for maybe, I don't know, $100-$200. They have website templates, so Squarespace.com, Wix.com, Shopify.com, where you can actually get a website and all you got to do is change the colors, move the photos around, or you can get a landing page. A landing page is really just a one-page website that just has the logo, like a little brief snippet of what you do, contact us. So just when they are Googling your business, something pops up, okay? Once again, when we're applying for grants, we want our business to stand out from all of the rest. So LLC, EIN, business bank account, those are going to be the general things. For us to stand out, a branded email address. We're not going to be applying with Gmail. We're not going to be applying with Hotmail, iCloud, none of that. We're going to have our branded email address, so info@yourbusinessname.com. We're going to have a landing page or a website, and then we're going to have a business social media, okay? So it's okay to promote your business on your personal page, but we want to have a business social media page, right? Where you have a page that's strictly for your business. Just so that when someone's looking at your business page, they're not seeing everything else that you're doing on your personal side, okay? So let's just say you was turned up at All-Star Weekend. Maybe you got drunk in the club, right? You and your cousin Tukey are two-stepping at the family reunion. We don't need, businesses seeing that side of you. We just want to kind of showcase our professional side. So a business social media, so business Instagram or business Facebook. The bio pic should be either you or your business logo. Give me 3 or 4 lines of what the product is you're selling or the service you're selling, what you do, because it's really easy to read emoji line, emoji line, emoji line, explaining what it is that we're doing. And then give me some kind of 3, 4 rows of branded, cohesive, clean pictures. So whatever are your brand colors. Colors have something called a hex code, HEX code. So all your reds are the same. All your blues are the same. If my brand colors are light pink and dark pink, it's going to be the same light pink and dark pink all throughout the page. I'm not going to have blue on there. I'm not going to have green on there. I'm not going to have a graphic that has purple. Everything will be pink, light pink, and dark pink. My business page should be branded, okay? So if you're going to post something that's not on brand, you want to either snip it out and then put it on. Use the app. There is different apps you can do to help make your graphics, Canva, whatever. You can take that photo or video and then put it on something that is your brand so that your page is on brand, meaning everything on your page is consistent. All of these things are going to make your business stand out from all of the rest, okay? We're applying for free money. The great thing, and I'm going to go through all of this tomorrow in my masterclass. I'm trying to save my voice for tomorrow. If you're on my Instagram page, type in bank if you want to have like a detailed explanation of how to find a grant, how to apply for grants. type in bank in the comments on my Instagram page. On my TikTok page, just click that first link in my bio to register for my masterclass. It's going to be tomorrow, Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The great thing about applying for grants is that, number one, we don't have to pay the money back. So it's not going to affect our cash flow. Number two, it's not based on credit. Okay, so whether you have bad credit, whether you've already extended your credit or used your credit to get the business up and going, it's not based on credit. They're not going to ask you for any kind of financial. So they're not asking for 2 years tax returns. They're not asking you for your profit and loss statement. So grants are really startup friendly. You can apply for multiple grants. There's no limit to how many you can apply for. So if you have 2 LLCs, each LLC can be applying for the same grant. If depending on what your cash flow is, you don't have to pay the money back. So it's not going to be another note that you have to pay with your normal personal and business bills. So we're not going to be, adding on any more headaches, any more debt, anything like that to your business. And then most of the applications for a business grant are going to be online, where they're online and they're asking you the questions to type in. So you don't have to fill out a 20-page grant proposal. This is why I'm always on Instagram hollering, apply for business grants, apply for business grants. They're a really simple way of getting a fuse of capital into your business. I always recommend that you apply for 5 to 10 business grants every single month. Number one, the more grants you apply for, you're going to increase the likelihood of you winning the grant. Number two, the more grants you apply for, you are going to get more comfortable with filling out the grant application. You're going to start making a grant checklist or writing down your answers. And the grant applications, they ask the same questions just differently. So you're really just copying and pasting whatever that you wrote before onto the grant application. So I always recommend applying for 5 to 10 business grants a month. Take a Sunday out of the month and just knock them out. Where can you find business grants? You can find business grants. I have a grant bundle. It's $99. It's going to give you a link to over 1,000 business grants plus training videos as to what to ask for, what not to ask for. If you want that link and you're on my Instagram page, type in grant in the comments. If you're on my TikTok page, you want to click that second link in my bio. You can Google business grants. You can go on websites like helloalicegrantwatch.com. You can look at your local chamber of commerce. You can just, once again, Google business grants. You can find business grants, okay? Our grants going to be income. The money coming, any kind of money coming into your business will be income. However, when you use the money for a business expense, you're going to expense that money out. So if I were to win a $10,000 grant to help me with marketing, and then I was going to pay a marketing company $10,000 to spice up my Instagram videos, my YouTube videos, although $10,000 came in, I was able to expense it with a business expense. So it's kind of like, it's going to basically zero itself out. So that's another question I get. Am I going to be taxed on business grants? As long as you use the grant money for a business expense, no. Now, if you go take that grant money and go to Dubai or go on a vacation or go buy you a shoe or a bag, well, then yes, now it's going to be deemed income. I mean, now you're going to pay a tax on it because you don't have anything to offset it. But if you are using it for a business expense, it's going to zero itself out, okay? So that is going to be the gist of business grants. It's a great way to get capital in if you're starting up your business. It's really startup friendly. If you're trying to expand your business, a lot of times when we get to that expansion level, our personal credit has already been exhausted or utilized to get the business going, and either we don't Either we don't want to exhaust our credit anymore, or we're maxed out and we can't use our credit anymore. So things that we can use grants for would be payroll, marketing, remodeling, equipment, inventory, professional fees, like if you were going to get a patent or a trademark from an attorney, or if you needed to get some kind of architect or engineer designs drawn up or blueprints drawn up. Anything that's business related. Maybe there's an expensive software you need. Maybe you need to go travel to a destination to get something or do some research. Anything that is a business expense is what you can use the money on. I always say tie it to something that doesn't hit your pockets directly. So payroll, to maybe add on another employee to either help you in your day-to-day operations, to help you maybe answering the phones, doing your social media, responding to emails, so that you yourself can be more into the business. The question I always tell you to ask yourself is, what does your business need to make more money in 30 days? That's what you should be focusing on. What does it need, and why is that thing going to help you make more money in 30 days? So let's just say I sell this t-shirt. Maybe I make it. It's a tie-dye shirt, right? And I'm growing. Taylor Swift wore this tank top at the Super Bowl. So now everybody wants this tank top. Now I have all these orders. I personally can't process and tie-dye this shirt by myself. So now I may need to hire someone as a employee to come help me make the shirts, or depending on how, booked and busy I am, I may need to go and just get them manufactured somewhere else and then just ship to me already tie-dye. All of those things will be a valid business expense, okay? So ask yourself, what does your business need that's going to make money or increase your profits in the next 30 days? If I was buying this tank top already made, but I was paying $10 here in the US and I'm selling it for $20, but if I were to go buy this shirt over in China, I could get it for $5 versus $10. Well, I've now cut my expense in half. Now, for me to go overseas to China and get it for $5, I probably have to now buy it in a larger quantity. So maybe I want to ask for the grant money to buy my inventory in a bigger bulk, so that I can get it at a cheaper price to increase my bottom line. Find out, what does your business need to be able to make more money in 30 days. Things like catching up on bills, paying off debt, reimbursing me for the money I spent. That's not going to make you any money, right? So the organization or business giving the grant is getting the money from somewhere. So what they're going to want is an aha story. An aha story is, hey, we gave you $10,000 last year. What did you do with the money? Oh my gosh, I was able to, invent another product line. I was able to hire new employees. I was able to increase my profits by 20%. I was able to get another location. I was able to revamp my website. They're wanting something. They're going to come back to you and ask for something as to what you did with the $10,000. So they're looking to see what business owner needs something to be able to make more money. So paying off debt, catching up on bills. I just want to have, a safety net, a security blanket. Baby, this is business, okay? I always say it's grimy out here in these business streets. Eat or get eaten, killed or be killed. There is no one's coming around to save you with a safety net, okay? So don't ask for things that aren't going to make you money. So really focus as to, what does my business need to make more money, or what does my business need to be able to expand or grow? I'm going to be doing a masterclass on this tomorrow. I'm going to be going over Business grants. So if you're on my Instagram page, type in bank in the comment for the link. If you're on my TikTok page, click that first link in my bio. I'm going to be going over how to apply for business grants. I'm going to be going over your business structure, how it's so important to have the correct foundation, what you need to do to have the correct business structure. If you've made some mistakes, how to fix them. We're going to go over asset protection. How do we protect our assets? What contracts we need. And then last but not least, how to market our business. So a lot of times we got the website, we got the equipment, we got the inventory, we got the employees. We have everything we need, and then once we open our business doors or launch that website, it's crickets, right? Well, after your business foundation, the second most important thing is going to be marketing. How do you get your client and bring them to your brick and mortar? How do you get your client and bring them to your website? How do you market for your target audience so that they like and they can receive what it is that you are saying that you are selling for your product or service? So once we have the proper foundation where our assets are protected, we can get some startup or some growth capital with business grants. Then we can also know how to go get that client and bring them to us. We're going to be getting our business to the bank. So it's like a 5-step blueprint I'll be going over tomorrow night on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. If you're interested, on my TikTok page, click that first link in my bio, and on my Instagram page, type in bank in the comments. So, that was a lot. That is going to be the gist for business grants, what to ask for, how to find them, how to make your business stand out, what are different things that you can kind of do, just to kind of have the upper edge on everyone else that's applying. Do not be afraid to apply for business grants. My girl Beyonce is giving out a $10,000 grant. This $10,000 grant is going to be for either a cosmetology student or if you have your own salon or you're a hairstylist or barber. Now, normally in June or July, she does a $10,000 grant just for any kind of business. So stay tuned. It's her foundation is called the Be Good Foundation, and she gives out multiple $10,000 grants for just small businesses. But coming up in March, Amazon's giving out a business grant. Who's coming up in March? Amazon will be giving away a business grant. Beyonce's $10,000 grant is actually due in March. There's several business grants for small businesses, beauty businesses. When it comes to looking for business grants, you just want to look for small business grants, right? Every niche is not going to have a grant. So most of the business grants will be for small businesses. There are some that'll be for like a woman-owned business. Who is the insurance company? Progressive will always give out a car grant. They're going to give out $25,000 for a car, and they fluctuate each year. 1 year is going to be for a Black entrepreneur. The next year is going to be for a Hispanic or a Latin entrepreneur. They always flip-flop between those two nationalities. They have vetpreneur grants. So if you're a veteran and you're starting a business, that's a category. The beauty industry, the restaurant industry, they have grants for restaurant owners, realtors. There's a whole lot of different types of grants, but the biggest group is going to be just for small businesses. Okay, so no matter what kind of business you have, as long as you have your LLC EIN business bank account, you can apply. There are going to be a couple of startup grants. So Galaxy of Stars is one where you don't have to have an LLC. All you have to have is either a business idea, you're thinking about doing a business. So for a startup grant, they don't require you to have an LLC. You can either be a sole proprietor or not even have a business yet started, just be thinking about a business. But most of the business grants are going to want an LLC EIN business bank account. If you don't have your business bank account, I would say still apply. And then after you hit submit, like that next day or two, go on down to, Bank of America, your local your local credit union, and open up a business bank account. Because if you were to win, they're going to, write that check in the business name, and so it will have to be cashed at a business bank account. So if you don't have a business bank account, still apply, but just know that I need to go ahead and open up my account in the interim so that you'll be able to cash the check or deposit the funds for the grant. So that is going to be the gist of it tonight. I was just going to do a short live tonight because I'm still, not 100%. This little virus trying to take me out, but I finally have my voice back. So I said, let me hop on here. And, it's Saturday night. There are grants available. If you don't have my grant bundle, you can get it. It's $99. It's going to give you the link to over 900 business grants. I have training courses in there that will explain to you what to ask for, what not to ask for. So if you want my business grant bundle, you're on my Instagram page, type in grant in the comments. If you're on my TikTok page, click that second link in my bio for my grant bundle. And then once again, I am doing my last free masterclass tomorrow on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, going over business structure, contracts, marketing, asset protection. So if you want a link to that, it's going to be tomorrow, Sunday, 7 p.m. If you're on my Instagram page, type in bank for the link. And then on my TikTok page, you want to click that first link in my bio. And then after my masterclass, I'll be doing my challenge. The challenge will be a 5-day, 5 days, March 3rd to March 8th, going over Jesus. We're going to be going over funding. So grant funding and regular business funding. We're going to go over protecting your assets with holding companies and trust. We're going to go over let me get this monkey, y'all. Hold on. We're going to go over the monkey is stress. For my new people, the monkey around your neck is stress. So we're going to be going over how to get the monkey off your back and protect your assets with bankruptcy. So bankruptcy does have like a little negative connotation to it. If you have found yourself with just too much debt, you got a hard money loan, you got one of those merchant advance loans that are destined to take you out. You just got the money, did too much, didn't do enough with it. The industry changed. Sometimes you can get behind on some bills or have so much debt that there is not a way out. And when you feel like, oh, I took my monkey off, hold on. When you feel like there's not a way out, that's where that stress comes in, right? Like maybe your industry was, shut down for 6 months. Maybe something changed, like I know for transportation for a while, gas was insane. So either you're barely making a profit or you were losing money for, a period of time. Things happen in business and sometimes we just make the wrong move. It is what it is. And no matter how much you rob Peter to pay Paul, and no matter how much you're trying to come up from behind this big snowball, sometimes the only way to get out from that debt is going to be a tool called bankruptcy. So bankruptcy to me is not talked a lot in our community. Bankruptcy can be a tool, especially if you have an asset heavy business, meaning you have assets and you want to keep them. Bankruptcy is a tool to be able to keep. There is one type of bankruptcy that will you just give everything away and all the debt goes away, right? There's another bankruptcy where you can keep your assets. You can keep your assets and pay a smaller monthly note and reduce your debt. So sometimes, the best answer for a business owner is going to be bankruptcy. So we're going over bankruptcy. We're going to be going over marketing, how to, get a detailed class on really how to make your business stand out, how to define your target audience, meaning who is your product or service designed for, and then how to market directly to that target audience. We're going to be going over some real estate. So whether you're into residential real estate, flipping it, learning that industry, or if you want to get on that commercial side, how to buy and sell commercial property, creative ways to be able to fund commercial property, storage units. So that's going to be my 5-day masterclass. That is going to be March 4th to the 8th. Link will be in my bio for that. I'm going to be going over what's going to be covered. I'm going to be going over what's covered in my 5-day challenge in my masterclass tomorrow night for free, 7 p.m. Okay. So that's what I have going on for March. And then after my 5-day challenge is going to start my 90-day mentorship program, but you have to be in the challenge to be chosen to be in the mentorship program. So if you guys want to get with me tomorrow night on my free masterclass, type in bank on my Instagram page. On TikTok, click that first link in my bio. Grants apply for 5 to 10 every single month. It is February. At least apply for 3 for this month. At least tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, power up that laptop, get on your iPad, and just apply for 3. I get so many grant consultations, and they'll be like, I bought the grant bundle, but I need help. And when I say, okay, so which grant did you apply for yet? Oh, well, I didn't really apply for any yet, or I gave it to my assistant. And then once I, have them walk through an actual grant application, they're kind of like, oh, I know it's going to be that simple. Right. That's why I say at least just fill out 3. Just fill out 3 just to fill them out. Just so you can kind of see what the grant application is going to be asking for, what it's looking like, just to kind of get that, what do I say? People are always nervous. I don't know how to write. I'm not an English major. Baby, it's a business grant. They know that no one who's running a business, or 9 out of 10 people, don't have a PhD in language arts, are not going to have a master's in English. They're not looking for it to sound good. They're looking for a business owner to be able to explain why they need this money and how it's going to help them make more money, and who can sell your baby the best. The baby is your business. Who can sell your baby the best than you? Because you're the person who has sacrificed your money, your 401k, your time from your family, your kids. You're the one that's putting all this effort into the business. You can sell it the best. So I always believe that business owners should be able to, know how to do everything and not have to rely on anyone. So can you get a grant writer? Yes, you can. Can you afford a grant writer to apply for all the grants that I'm telling you to apply for? No, you can't. So apply for grants. Apply for 3 grants for the month of February. Okay. What is today? The 24th. So between tomorrow and Sunday, if y'all off on the weekend, just find 3 business grants. If you got my grant bundle, find 3 in there. If not, Google, and just apply for 3, just so you can check off, I've applied for a business grant. Write down the questions they ask. We watch this live, or go on my YouTube page, or scroll down. On my Instagram page, I have several lives on writing grants and what to do and what to ask for. And I have some grant walkthrough videos. Just get it underneath your belt. Once you start applying for 2 or 3 and you see how simple it is, you're going to be like, oh, I got this. I got this. But the hardest part is just sitting down and applying. So let's just knock off. Let's just jump in the deep end. Go ahead and get cold. Go ahead and get wet. Go ahead and just get used to it by applying for 3 grants this month. Okay. Well, I am not 100%. I'm about to go take a shower, put my jammies on, get some hot tea, and rest my voice because I have this masterclass tomorrow. Hopefully, I will see you guys tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And I will, of course, see you at the bank.